can, though.
So we're gonna move to the public comment section, and I'll just say that we have quite a bit of public comment. We do have a very long meeting, so just going to ask that you keep your comments as brief as possible and to the point.
Okay, the first group of people are all signed up on one issue, and that's the traffic signal at 58th Street and Fruitridge Road. So I'm going to read these in the order that they were submitted to me. It's Mary Avila Rogers, Sienna, I believe it's Antolin, Vanessa Hernandez, Jenilyn Silva, and Mary Marici.
So you guys come up. So if you all want to come up and kind of line up behind there, that would be great.
Good evening, City Council members. My name is Mary Avila Rogers. I am president of the Fruitridge Manor Neighborhood Association. Unfortunately, the subject that I am here to discuss is a traffic signal on Fruitridge Road and 58th Street. I'm here representing the Fruitridge Manor Neighborhood Association, and we started this, I guess, a research project with the help of Walk Sacramento, trying to find out where safety issues were in our neighborhood and what we could do to improve upon it. Every time I look at our district map for our neighborhood, it seems to be getting a little changed. So far, our Fruitridge Manor neighborhood now encompasses 2 high schools, 2 elementary schools, and a middle school. We have West Campus, we have Crystal Ray High School, Peter Burnett Elementary, Mark Twain Elementary, and Wilsey Wood Middle School. With the cuts of going on with the schools, Peter Burnett Elementary is going to be gaining a couple hundred more students, which makes it more imperative that we do something with Fruitridge Road and Stockton Boulevard. Last time I checked, Sacramento was one of the top 10 dangerous cities in the state of California to be driving in. Of the top 10 dangerous cities, Stockton and Fruitridge is in, for the 6th year in a row, one of the top 10 dangerous intersections. Within 500 feet, approximately, you have the intersection of Fruitridge and 58th. If you spend maybe even 5 minutes at that intersection, you're going to spend a time gritting your teeth and hiding your eyes to see the students constantly dashing across that street. I beg you, I implore you as a mother and a grandmother, please help keep these kids safe as they're crossing the street in that area. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, City Council members. My name is Jenilyn Silva, and I'm a senior at West Campus High School, and the issue I want to discuss is the safety at the intersection of 58th and Fruitridge Road, and it's also one of the city's most dangerous areas for pedestrians. Crosswalks are supposed to provide a safe way for pedestrians to cross the street without danger from passing cars. Many local students I know rely on the safety of this crosswalk on their daily walk to and from school. However, if you've observed this particular intersection, you notice that the pedestrians crossing this road have to wait several moments before there is a safe break in traffic to cross. Even so, drivers often still fail to respond to pedestrians at the crosswalk, especially cars driving at high speeds, on average 40 to 50 miles per hour. Drivers coming from the east and the west side are in conflict with each other negotiating the turn, and these are only a small handful of the problems. We, the young adults and citizens of Sacramento, California, have dipped our hand into petitioning for the safety of our generation and future generations to come. We have petitioned for the traffic signal on change.org, and we have earned over 600 signatures and counting. We have educated our community, and we have asked the school board to request the traffic light. We understand that money is an issue that must be addressed. However, safety is important too, and human life is more valuable than money, and not all the options have to be extravagantly expensive. We propose a hawk signal as a possible solution to this problem. A hawk light only turns red when a pedestrian needs to cross, so it wouldn't be inconvenient for drivers. Studies have shown that an additional The addition of a hawk light reduces pedestrian collisions by 69% and overall collisions by 29%. This would allow students to cross safely, protecting both drivers and pedestrians from collision. Moreover, this option only costs about half the price of installing a normal traffic signal.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
I'm going to ask you to wrap up. Next.
Hi, my name is Vanessa Hernandez. And my name is Sienna Antolin. We had a speech prepared for you today, but we've given up the time to show a short video. So if you could please play the video.
We go.
The intersection of Fruitridge and 58th is a high-speed, high-volume mini highway through an urban area that happens to also coincide with a heavily traveled area for high school students at West Campus High School.
They'll either go across to catch the bus or they'll go across because they live on that side of Fruitridge, and they're obviously leery.
As busy of a street as it is, and with two schools on 58th Street, there should be much more safety features to it. The cars go really fast down that street. It's a busy street at all times of the day, and like I said, especially with two schools on this block, there's kids crossing that street all the time.
It is designed for a time and an era in which the car was king, which even the city said that under the current standards would not be allowed. On the observations at Walk Sacramento, I've seen many near misses. I am sad to say that the tragic collision of about a year ago today was probably just a matter of time.
Michelle was very, very loving. She was very kind. When they took her to hospital, her friends came from school and they started saying one by one how she had impacted their lives. Like one of them, he said, "Michelle, you don't know what you have done in my life. There was a time I was so down and you encouraged me, and I am who I am today because of what you told me." That was who Michelle was. Michelle was 16 years and she was 5 days shy her birthday.
How did the accident happen? What is the issue that needs to be resolved? This is Fruitridge Road. 2 lanes on either side, a turn lane in the middle, one marked crosswalk at 58th Street. One car stopped to allow her to cross. The second car did not see her. As a result, struck her as she was crossing in the marked crosswalk.
They said they will do something about it, or they were looking into doing something about the crosswalk.
The city came out, or whoever it was, and they repainted the crosswalk so it was a brighter white.
What we need is a controlled traffic signal at this intersection so that everybody involved, both those who are crossing and those who are driving, know when and where to start, stop, and who gets to go first. Otherwise, there's an accident waiting to happen again.
This is not the first time that the city council has thought of putting something at the junction of Fruitridge and 58th. And it hurts me a lot, because I think if that be the case, then this should never have happened.
Michelle, her mom walked up to me and asked me, I hope that you won't let my daughter die in vain, and hope you'll make improvements out there. So it is an area, that specific intersection, that we need to focus on. I'm focusing on.
Whoever is concerned with making sure that there is more safety than there is right now should not wait for another day.
My friends and I are trying to address the situation on the crosswalk near our school West Campus.
We're trying to show the city that we're concerned about this problem. We're looking to do this for the safety of elementary school and high school students who are in close proximity to that crosswalk. We've been looking at different provisions or options that we could have, like we've been looking at hawk lights, which only turn red when they're pedestrians, normal traffic lights, which are a lot more expensive. We have recently lost a friend due to the provisions not being made on said crosswalk, so we're looking to ensure safety for future crosswalkies and pedestrians.
In our culture, children take care of their elders, and now I have no Michelle. The family lost, my country, Kenya, lost, United States lost, her friends lost. Let not this happen to any other person.
I have one more, Mary. Have you all spoken? Okay.
Can you just give it to the clerk? Thank you. Why don't you just give it to me? Thank you.
And in front of these distinguished people, I thank you that we all are alive, unlike Michelle, who is not here with us. Michelle was my beloved daughter, the last of 5. She was very kind, very giving, very outgoing. She put everybody else in front of herself, in front of her needs. She wanted to be a scientist, and she thought that she would be amongst those who would discover the cure for AIDS, having a lot of AIDS in Africa, and especially from her country. But now she's no more. When I think about Michelle and about her life, it hurts me to know that this agenda for the traffic rights on the Fruitridge and 58th has been on for like 10 years. And just like I said, as the film was showing, I don't think this should have happened if the lights were there. And I know, as it's always said, it's very expensive to put some traffic lights anywhere. And as hard as it is, there is no price you can put on a soul. And that's why I stand here tonight to beg of you, council members, and everybody who is concerned, please do something about it. I have offered in another forum, if you want to put billboards near every crosswalk or near streets where children are passing, I give you permission to put Michelle's picture and let it say, I am Michelle. I was killed at a crosswalk. Please drive carefree. Please help me and help everybody so that we do not lose another soul. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. First, I just wanted to thank my constituents and Mrs. Marigi for coming out and speaking tonight. This item is not on the agenda. As much as I would like to talk to you tonight about our ideas and plans and work in motion to make this a reality, it's just legally we can't have it, and our city attorney won't come up here and shut off my mic, not really, but I did want to note that we have our I'll do as much as I can without getting in trouble here, Mr. City Attorney. We have our Transportation Director, Jerry Way, in the audience, And maybe, Jerry, if you could do me a favor and take the group back in a few seconds and maybe brief them on what we're working on. But essentially, we do have a process in the city. We update our targeted lists once a year in the fall to prioritize stoplight locations. There's another one in Councilmember Cohn's area where there are a couple of tragedies recently on bikes that is jockeying for funds as well. And unfortunately, we only have monies to do one a year. But we do have an idea. We think that we can make this a reality. We're trying to work with the school district to see if there's an opportunity to really speed this up and make this happen in the very, very near future. So we're on the case, and hopefully we'll have some good news to report in the near future. So Jerry, if you can help me outside, thanks.
Thank you. Thanks for coming tonight. Okay, we'll continue with the public comment section.
Okay, we have Mike.